Good evening, children. It's Miss Christine from the Sunday School and Children's Ministry, and I'm here to read you a bedtime Bible story. I have a couple of helpers with me tonight. This is Oliver sleeping on my left, and Ivy over here on my right, and they'll sit real quiet. Tonight, we're going to look at the Beginner's Bible, and we have a story. We're still in Genesis, and this is the story of Joseph, and it's called Pharaoh's Dream. Now, you probably remember that Joseph's brothers betrayed him and they sold him to a band of travelers, and those guys took him to Egypt. When he got to Egypt, he was thrown into jail. But Joseph really believed in God. He knew he did nothing wrong, so he just trusted God to help him. He made some friends with the prisoners. He just tried not to worry so much. One of those prisoners had been a wine taster for Pharaoh, and Pharaoh was the leader of Egypt. The wine taster was talking to Joseph, and he said, "Last night I had a strange dream. I was picking grapes, and I was squeezing them into Pharaoh's cup, and then I put the cup in his hand. What do you think that means, Joseph?" And Joseph had kind of an unusual ability to understand dreams and explain dreams. So let's see what Joseph told him. Joseph said, "You are going to be Pharaoh's wine taster again. Once you are free, you will have that job again. But please don't forget about me. Help me get out of jail too." So a few days later, just as Joseph had said, the wine taster's dream came true. He got out of jail and he became Pharaoh's wine taster once again. But he did actually forget about Joseph. So later, the Pharaoh had some strange dreams. In one dream, he saw 7 heavy cows, 7 fat cows, and 7 skinny cows. And in that dream, the skinny cows ate all the fat cows. That's so strange. Then in another dream that Pharaoh had, he saw 7 healthy plants, I think they were corn stalks, and 7 dried up plants. And the 7 dried up plants ate all the healthy plants. And as you can imagine, Pharaoh was very confused. He didn't know what to think about that. Pharaoh's wise men were confused too. Those were people who could usually give Pharaoh good advice, but they didn't know what to make of it. Then the wine taster remembered Joseph. And he told Pharaoh that Joseph could probably explain his dreams. So with God's help, Joseph told Pharaoh what the dream meant. "For the next 7 years, plenty of food will grow," Joseph told Pharaoh. "Then, 7 years after that, not enough food will grow because there will be no rain." So Pharaoh said, "You know, Joseph, you are a really wise man. I will make you ruler over Egypt." And Joseph became the ruler over Egypt. Now, he had a lot more adventures after that, but that's the story for tonight. So let's think about Joseph's story for a minute. Joseph was in a bad place. He was in jail. His brothers had sold him to people who threw him in jail. But he trusted God. He didn't worry about the situation too much. He knew that God was going to help him. And God did. He was released from jail. So let's think about that a little bit and say a quick prayer. Bow your heads and repeat after me. Dear God, thank you for the Bible. and all the stories in it. Help us to remember that even when things look very difficult, even if we feel like there's no hope, you are with us and we can rely on you. And thank you for the stories that we heard tonight. Amen. That's it for this evening, children. I hope you have a good evening. Good night from me and Ivy and Oliver, and I'll see you next time.